Coach, thanks. It is a crisp, cool fall afternoon, and we've got football from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Cleveland Browns. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set, 180.
51. Hey, get in the weight room.
Check three. Hey, alert 33.
51.
Mayfield off the play fake. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 78 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he's got some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably would. Down the numbers, there he goes, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Tackle made by the third-round pick out of Louisiana, Tracy Walker.
Let's get it at the 39-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Right. He's telling right. He's telling the right.
You got what? You got 4.
And he'll be brought brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Point it right. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check. 43. I got it. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That's complete to DK Metcalf. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time. Mayfield now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Mike 51.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. King.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Bell. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
56 to me. Orbit. Check 56. 32.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set. 180.
56 is the mic. You don't
32.
Hey, you don't want to see.
59. You middle snap.
Check.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
56. My middle. 56.
Hey, back up.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check. What happened?
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 20. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 15 now, Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. So that'll back them up 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll find Metcalf. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. 13 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Check the 20. Check 13.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Throwing is Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Right there, 56.
Monday. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Yeah, let's go set lunch.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. The catch is made by the tight end, Nada. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Hey, box truck.
From the 50, Stafford. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Following the interception, Mayfield. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Fighting through it, he's got space. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. DK Metcalf. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Hey, Haywood.
On 1st down, Stafford here. He'll get this one to Galladay. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Mike 56.
Hey, Delta.
56. Here we go. Deuce.
Stafford. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target. 3rd down here.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Bell. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Stafford. His throw incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
On third down, Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. Seibert able to knock this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Trey Flowers make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well.
Let's go. Do it.
On the return, the Lions take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
56. I got you. Hey, 5-0.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He completes it to Julio Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
22. 56.
Hey, R7.
From the gun, Stafford. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Mayfield on first down. Got an open man. It's Ratley. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Right here.
180! What's that?
You're not ready.
Regular.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Let's go, D.
What's that?
Throwing on second down. Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But now it's third down.
10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
51's the mic, boy. 51. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
For Odell Beckham. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Stafford. Caught here by Bell. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, Stafford shifts by him at the 25. On the catch, it's Crowder. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tempt to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
After the loss, here's 2nd and 12 from the 18. Mayfield now. Going for Metcalf on the deep. He's got a man. Complete. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Mayfield now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Check 56. Watch twist.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It's a gain of 35. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And this is picked up by the Browns. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for Browns TD. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A huge play there on the screen pass. 41 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Ready. Get waiting. Get waiting.
To the air again, Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Seibert's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Brings up third down and 5.
Set. 180.
Oh, down, pump. Tight into the right. Move. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. The Browns on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Stafford now to throw. This is complete to Watkins on a slant. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
On first down, it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Mayfield running the option right. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Mayfield. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
We got this.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He completes it to Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Crayvon LeBlanc with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cleveland offense ready to go. That turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the screen.
Play fake. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's third down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. The Browns on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go, defense. Who we got?
From the gun, Mayfield. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 83 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the curl.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
It's second down at the 11-yard line.
They run it again with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Stafford, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Jannard Avery racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Browns, the win for them is number 6 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again.